Hi guys, it's Colleen from Siempre Soul 1111. I'm here to bring you your weekly general love reading in matters of the heart for water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Hi guys, I hope you're well. As I said last week, I'm going to be keeping these readings very, very brief, between 10 and 15 minutes ideally, just to give you a quick snapshot on heart-based matters. My readings, obviously, I love readings. I will do past, present and future, clarify, and also do a couple of romance angel cards at the end just for a little bit more guidance. But like I said, I'm going to keep these short and sweet. If you've got an Instagram, I'm on Instagram, not for tarot readings at the moment, but I'm doing Instagram, and I do sort of daily positive quotes, ways to kind of keep my vibe high. Some of the quotes I write myself, others I've taken from other walls I've seen. So if you feel like you need some positive inspiration, by all means go over there and check out my Instagram at Siempre Soul 1111. Website is being currently under construction, so once that's live I'll let you all know. One more for my water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Okay, so overarching energy, the Lover's card. Also, these readings are general, any love connection, okay? Lover's card. Past situation. Okay. In this reading, we've got the Hanged Man, which tells me that there's a soul connection. Two of Cups for me is about soulmates, and I feel there's been some instability surrounding this particular connection with this soulmate. There's perhaps even been some conflict, and the communication between you has been quite childish. I feel like a little bit with the Hanged Man, the energy on this is that this connection, you know this is a soul connection, but there's been conflicts because of the connection. It's forced you to kind of go in and contemplate the relationship as a whole. You're definitely waiting. There's definitely an element of waiting and energy here. Perhaps this is an argument. You guys have had an argument and you're trying to rebuild. Fives are about rebuilding. You're trying to rebuild and work on this connection. But you're contemplating the best way to move forward. Page of Swords, you know, is about communication, and it can also be about observing, stalking this person. I feel like they've either been watching you or you've been watching them. We'll take these two. Yeah, so the clarifiers on the Hanged Man, which for me is just kind of you feeling stuck and not being sure how to move forward, is that this person is definitely your wish come true. I think this for me feels like that the Two of Cups here in her hands versus the Two of Cups here, that this soulmate connection that you've had, water signs, is not an equal balance. You know, you've been putting in the work, and this person has been really, really making you wait. You're contemplating communicating with them, but you're concerned about conflict, or there has been conflict. But this person is definitely your wish come true. This is definitely somebody that you want to be with, but I think you're in a position where there's a bit of a challenge, a bit of conflict between the two of you. Clarification on the Three of Wands. Three of Wands are quite unstable. So perhaps, this person's taken a step back, or you have, and it's destabilised the connection. Yeah, look. One of you, or both of you, or either of you need to step into, need to be a little bit more controlled when it comes to your emotions. But I feel that you're waiting almost for this connection to find the emotional stability that it needs with those two cards there. There's passion because we've got the Wands coming out and they're fire signs, and that's passionate. But I do feel that, interestingly, I talk about fire signs, and an Emperor comes up. So water signs, this person could be an Aries, another fire sign that you're having problems with in terms of the communicating. And your communication really for me in this needs to move away from the page style communication. It could also be that you're just watching them on social media But you're standing in your power, water sign. You know, you're standing there as your emperor. I deserve better, is what I'm getting here. Yeah. There's definitely, this came out upside down, and so I'm going to take it as that. I don't generally read, the cards in reverse, unless they fall out of the deck that way. Okay, I always shuffle upright. But there's definitely been some conflict or loss here. But your Ten of Wands is about feeling burdened, having a lot of work to do, but Ten's also about the closing of a cycle of behaviour. You know, it could be a cycle of behaviour. So I think where you've been feeling the loss of this person and the loss of this soulmate connection, that cycle is going to come to an end. Let's move on towards the present situation, just to see what cycle is going to come to a close. We're going to go with 2 shuffles on this because the overarching energy is soulmate too. So let's just do that. And I'm going to split the deck as well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so overarching energy in the present situation, Ace of Pentacles. New beginnings, something's got to change. Potentially a new offer. Could be a change in job. Present heart situation. Yeah, okay, this makes complete sense now. So in the past situation, there's been a general consensus in your headspace of loss and lack, yeah, with the 5 of Swords, and it's caused some conflict within yourself, and it's caused you to, you know, contemplate the situation, because realistically you want your, you know, this soulmate connection to be in the King of Cups. At the moment you're standing your ground, but you are working hard, and you are trusting in the divine that this situation will be resolved. This situation of loss is coming to an end with the 10 of Wands, and you know, you're going to move from the 5 of Swords into the 6 of Swords. So again, 6s are about problem solving. So this tells me that you're going to be able to solve the issue in hand and move away from the feeling of loss and the burden of that loss, and move towards the Magician, which is about manifestation, having all the answers within you, having all the tools to do the job. So whilst you have been feeling burdened and like there's a lot of work to be done within this soulmate connection, that's going to be successful. You know, you need to just trust your intuition and not worry about the loss, because what's meant to be yours will always find its way. Yeah, what's not meant to be yours will leave and it won't come back, you know. But in this particular reading, this soulmate connection, yes, there's been some conflict, but the overall outcome is that you will be moving towards compassion and harmony. You know, that is what the 6 of Swords is about, moving towards. Yeah, look, the Hierophant card has come up as well. So again, this is about potential marriage, and the King of Wands. Acting, for me, that card feels like the energy of that card is about acting in the right way. Because whilst, and I do feel this perhaps is about another fire sign, you guys, this could be you and another fire sign, and possibly an Aries with the Emperor and the King of Wands coming out. We'll take that. Clarifier on the 6 of Swords, which is about finding balance. Interestingly, the 4 of Pentacles have come up about that. So again, for me, the 4 of Pentacles can be about holding on or not letting go as well. So it could well be that there's a bit of a battle of the, you know, of the forces of this relationship between water and fire, and as the waters, you know, the water signs, you need to kind of neutralize it and let it go. It seems to me like whatever this disagreement was is not, you know, holding on to the negativity and the burden of that is not doing you any favors. So you know, to be able to move forward and move towards compassion and harmony within this connection, you need to recognise that you yourself, water signs, have got the tools to fix this. Yeah, look. Clarifying that. There needs to be an offer made in the 3D. There needs to be some communication, you know. It could well be that you guys find the resolution, and then there's an offer of a proposal here. You find your way forward. It could be either you proposing to them or them proposing to you. Let's get a clarification on the Hierophant, please, in the current Page of Wands. Yeah, it's going to be some communication. Definitely. Communication and an offer. surrounding this relationship, either this soulmate connection or this marriage. Clarification on the King of Wands. Healing, yeah. You need towards, you know, in the current situation, you need to move towards healing this rift, because the overall outcome for this is going to be compassion and harmony. You need to heal this rift within your relationship. You know, start again. New beginnings here, look. Okay. I think it's just a case of coming from a place of compassion for each other. You know, perhaps this person's not so good with the emotional side of things. And, you know, you need to be their guiding light. Perhaps they are just a little bit more in their Emperor power. Let's do 4 for the 4 of Swords for healing. Future energy. Overarching energy again is 4 of Pentacles. You've got to let this go. Stop holding on. Yeah. I think one of you are going to make an offer of love. There's going to be some communication. And my advice to you, water signs, is to listen and don't be brash about it. You know, this person's not necessarily going to be able to deliver you the King of Cups straight away. You know, but the fact that there's going to be an offer of love. And I think, you know, the fruits of their labour, here, look, 7 and 8 of Pentacles here, is about working hard together as a couple, letting go of any past-based issues that you've got, work together because the fruits of your labour are worth it. But, you know, my warning signs to you are to watch your communication. You can't force somebody to love the way you want them to, you know. Let's get some clarifications on this communication from the Page of Cups. Yeah, Knight of Swords. I think this offer's going to come in quickly from either you to them or them to you. You know, Knight of Swords is really rapid moving energy. Ooh, that one wanted to jump out. Yeah, look. Completion. Finding stability. You know, interestingly, you've got the 4 of Pentacles where, you know, for me, that's about holding on and not letting things go. You've got the 7 of Pentacles about the situation of, is this worth it? Almost energy, you know. Is this worth the fruits of my labour? You know, but actually, if you put the work in, you know, you'll get your 10 of Pentacles. You'll get completion of this cycle. You've just got to work together and recognise that perhaps in this situation, you guys don't communicate the same. One of you communicates with, you know, with passion and fire in your belly. The other one is very logical. And that's going to ruffle people's feathers when when communication in a relationship is different. You know? Clarification, please, on the 7 of Pentacles. I think this new beginning needs to be about the way that you both, look, communicate with each other. Look, it's going to be worth it. You've got the King of Pentacles here. And this makes sense. You've got the King of Cups, where one of you is perhaps more emotional, the Emperor with a bit, you know, loads and loads of passion. And then you've got the King of Pentacles, which is like a slow and steady energy. Somebody that's pretty, you know, structured, will give you the stability you need. But perhaps this person can be a little bit cutting in the way they communicate. Oh, card's falling out. Yeah, look, you know, you need to get in, you do the work. You're crying over spilt milk. Feeling sorry for yourself, you know, holding on to grudges or whatever this situation is that's happened that's caused the disruption. My advice, and it comes up in the 4 of Pentacles. Where's that gone? Here and here. Clarifying the current present situation and overarching energy for the future. You've got to let it go. One of you's got to be the bigger person. Let's pull a couple of Romance Angel cards for you guys for this coming week. As I said, the readings are timeless, but this was recorded on the 30th of April for water signs. Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. Let's do 4 shuffles here. These cards are Romance Angel cards by Doreen Virtue. Let's have a little look. Past life relationship, you've known each other before. Does that not mirror the 2 of Cups, my soulmate card? I don't know. I feel like the conflict's about matters of the ego. You know, it's he said, she said. And I just sort of feel like Yeah, you need to trust this situation. You know, this is a situation calling for you to have faith. You know, you've got to just trust the connection. Yeah, trust the connection, guys. And you know what? Apologise. Move forward. This is your soulmate. For those of you that are happy, it could well be an offer, you know, an offer of marriage. But yeah. Well, I hope you found this reading helpful, guys. If you did, hit the like, share, subscribe button down below and the little bell down below to notify you of when I upload the readings. I'll be doing these on a weekly basis. If you've got any ideas on other readings, let me know. Just put it in the comments below. And thanks very much for watching. Take care. Goodbye.